Hi, welcome to yet another exciting online class. My name is Chef Chileshem Sonda and I'm going to walk you through another exciting recipe for today. So the recipe that we have in place for our online class today is spicy crackers. So for spicy crackers, you're going to require half a cup of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You're also going to require 1 teaspoon of sugar, mixed herbs, and spring onion. You're also going to require some garlic, chicken spices, a bit of cumin spice, and half a cup of water for this particular dough. Let's go to our work surface area and see the ingredients we have in place for this recipe. Okay, back to our work surface area, we'll go straight into the making. So we need half a cup of flour. So I'm going to measure half a cup of flour into my measuring dish. That's half a cup of flour, nicely sieved to make sure we have no foreign residues in our dough. Okay, when that is done sieving our flour, we're going to add the rest of the dry ingredients to it. So a bit of cumin and some chicken spice. Remember, these are spicy. And for baking powder, we require 1 teaspoon, so it has to be leveled, 1 teaspoon. And for salt, we require half a teaspoon. That's half a teaspoon of salt. So that is all when it comes to the dry ingredients. And we're going to make sure these are fully mixed and incorporated. So some people advise that you use your powdered garlic, which would spread easier into the mixture, but I prefer to use the fresh one, which gives you more flavor. So I'm going to grate the garlic into the wet ingredients. So using the small size of your grater, you grate your garlic. So I'm using 2 cloves of garlic, well grated. Just to make sure everything scrapes in. Okay, mix it all up again. Spring onion. Some parsley, fresh parsley. I always prefer to use the fresh herbs. I think they give more flavor, but others would use the dry herbs for this. Okay, so fresh parsley and some rosemary. And for these fresh herbs, I cut them all together, so I'll fold in the spring onion together with parsley and rosemary. Chop it into fine chop. So as I'm chopping like this, the all 3 flavors of fresh herb are blending in. So when these are well chopped, add them into the dry ingredients there as well, with the garlic. Then again, using our tablespoon, mix them in. Before adding the water, you want to have them fully mixed in so that the flavor is fused into the dry ingredients as well. Okay. Thereafter, so with our room temperature water, we add a bit of our half cup. Start mixing up. Remember, you're coming up with dough for crackers, so you don't want it soft, you want it hard. so that you are able to roll using a rolling pin. A bit more water gradually. Okay, that counts for my 1/2 cup of water. So dust in a bit of flour, give it that proper mix, cut a bit more, palm, take off the excess, flour stuck on your hands. Okay. At this point, you begin to mix the small dough together. Mix the dough well together. As soon as it mixes, rest it to 5 to 10 minutes. After that 10 minutes resting time, back to our dough, stretch it. Then dust your surface. Right. After dusting, make sure it's well dusted. Take off the excess. Using a rolling pin, roll it out. So you may want to come up with any shape of crackers that you want, rectangular, triangle, but I'll come up with actual strip crackers, meaning I'll be cutting my crackers into strips. So a 1-inch dough does it. Okay, for the cutting, make sure you're stretching out both sides. Remember, your excess dough can be used again, so you don't throw it away. That'll be the height. From there to there, that'll be the height of the crackers. And there. So you have to be precise on the size, make sure the size is exactly the same. Right. So the rest of the dough can be put together and rolled out again. But for now, let's see what we do with what we have already rolled out here. So whilst this is relaxing, we heat up our pan. So onto a gas stove, Turn on the gas. Nice. On high heat. Hot pan of oil. Let it heat up. Then we can toss our crackers in. My oil is blazing hot, and I begin to toss in my crackers, at least 3 at a time. So I don't have anything burning before the others start to cook, and making sure they stand to the height so that we have a nice shape. So I know the first pieces are in between, so I start by checking those first. Quickly I can see they are turning. Wow, the spices are giving a very nice aroma in here. As you can see, the first bunch is ready. Second bunch. Waiting for the rest to do their thing. They at least need to cook even on a raw heat so that the inside cooks well as well, so that the crunchiness goes all the way from the inside, so they have to dry up in the inside. So you start on a high heat, but you let them cook also on low heat so that the inside is well cooked as well. So after this, the bunch is ready for that nice presentation. Bunch is out of the oil, nice golden brown, and of course crunchy. For my final offcuts, I decided to do another shape for crackers. So this shape always pops up. So you need to turn it over. Okay. Taking them off the pan, also at golden brown, nicely crunchy. So there you have it. Our final crackers are ready, well presented, crispy and crunchy. Wow, nice, spicy, crispy and spicy. Join us yet for another exciting lesson, but for today, for spicy crackers, it's been thank you and God bless.